from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. It's Monday. How we doing?
Wow, Skip, what's going on?
Labor Day. This is the day you pause to celebrate just how hard you have to work to keep up with me every day the rest of the year.
Is that what we're doing?
Have fun today.
I had a magical summer, beating you down the whole summer.
Really?
Yeah, I was like
That's
the Avengers.
revisionist history.
#1 at the box office. I'm #1 debating Skip Bayless.
Magical summer.
Who declares that? You?
Don't worry about it.
The confidence.
Okay, here we go.
Of this group. We hope you are joining us today because we have plenty to get to this morning. Will Jalen Hurts be Oklahoma's 3rd straight Heisman winner? Looked pretty good last night. And does Skip and Shannon believe Aaron Rodgers could actually play until he is 45? But first, guys, it is time for Zeke Watch. According to a report yesterday morning, Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys were close to agreeing to a contract extension that would end the running back's holdout. But fast forward to last night, and another report quickly followed that the Cowboys expected more compromise from Zeke and left their talks frustrated with the All-Pro. So, Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in your past prediction that Zeke will miss games?
Skip, I'm still at an 8 because I was told
8 for 8, right?
Yeah.
You said he'd miss 8 games on Friday.
Right.
you're going to miss game.
You got a confidence level of 8 for 8.
Yeah.
Well, Judy said miss game.
Okay.
But here's the thing. For me, Skip, I was told is that when a player holds out, he doesn't hold out to be top 5 highest paid. He doesn't hold out to be number 2 or number 3. He holds out to be number 1.
Okay.
And even if it's only lasts for a day or a week, Skip, you remember last year, we had 2 major holdouts. We had Aaron Donald and we had Khalil Mack. Aaron Donald says, I want to be the highest paid defensive player in all of football. I don't care that Ndamukong Suh contract from 3 years previous was an outlier. That has nothing to do with me. I want to be the highest paid. The Rams, okay, obliged him, got the deal done. Khalil Mack was not going to say, well, you know what, since Aaron Donald got that, I'm cool with being number 2. Chicago made him number 1. So Ezekiel Elliott holding out, he wants, and I was told, Shannon, we want you to stop saying that he wants $1 more than Todd Gurley. Because he wants way more than Todd Gurley. Yes.
Oh, so you're tied into their camp?
No, I'm not tied into their camp, but someone close to Zeke
Really?
made sure they wanted me to stop saying this $1 because they want more than $1.
We want a lot more?
Yeah, this ain't a Dollar Tree. This ain't Dollar Tree. You know, though, so no. Skip, I believe that had they made Ezekiel Elliott the highest paid running back, which would have jumped Todd Gurley, we would have a deal already in place. I also believe if you were to flip the first 3 games with the if instead of going, I think they open up at the Giants come to them, and then they go to Washington, and then Miami comes to them. I believe if you flip that, so now you got the Saints, now you got the Eagles, I believe Ezekiel Elliott would already have his money. Ezekiel Elliott is not coming, Skip. If they think he's going to give them a hometown discount, he's not giving them a discount. But this does give Jerry an opportunity to do something, Skip, I think that's going unnoticed, that hadn't been talked about. It gives him another opportunity to evaluate his quarterback. Because, Skip Bayless, if they believe Dak was what you said he is, Dak would have already gotten his money. Russell Wilson got his money. Aaron Rodgers got his money. We see, walk it to him, Carson Wentz, get his money. No, Dak is in the final year. There is no option. There is no 2 years left on the deal. He's in the final year.
Correct.
This gives Jerry and Steven another opportunity if Zeke isn't there. Because you know and I know, it drives you crazy that everybody says that this is a run-based team and it runs through Ezekiel Elliott. You believe the quarterback is more valuable, more important, and he's the driving force. And Jerry's like, I just don't know how. I hear every player, former player, go on these shows and says, it's Ezekiel Elliott. I hear every former coach and GM says, it's Ezekiel Elliott. How the hell do I...
Not every.
Every.
No, there have been a couple.
Just you.
Well,
just you. Just you. And you be feeding them information. But Skip, Jerry, is how can 95% of the people that go on shows that played the game, coached the game, built teams, say that Ezekiel Elliott is the driving force behind the team?
They're all wrong. Go ahead.
Everybody rolls up Skip Bayless. But Skip, I just believe all things being equal, had the Dallas Cowboys already said, Zeke, we're going to make you the highest paid running back in all of football. Your deal will surpass Todd Gurley. Ezekiel Elliott would already be in camp. But because he hasn't given them that hometown discount, I believe that's the holdup.
Okay. So I got to get this straight.
Yes.
On the record.
On the record.
That you just suggested that Jerry Jones would like to keep Zeke out so that he can reevaluate his quarterback, leading to what? He would trade his quarterback, or he would not sign his quarterback, or what? He would let his quarterback walk? What's your suggestion?
A lot of people are under the impression or the assumption that Dak Prescott is not a $30+ million quarterback. So he should be gracious if they gave him $25 million. But Dak is looking at it. That's not the going rate for a quarterback.
So you're saying he would wreck this season after 2 or 3 games without Zeke if he decided that Dak really wasn't that guy, that he would make it clear to Dak, I'm not going to pay you anywhere near the kind of money you're asking for, which would make Dak a lame duck quarterback. That's what you're suggesting.
What I'm suggesting, that we would have Zeke in camp if New Orleans, Dallas, and someone else on that roster that they felt they can beat him. They feel very comfortable. They're trying to play hardball with Zeke, Skip, because the Dolphins, the Giants, and Washington, they believe all those Now, no matter what they think of Dak, they believe he's better than the quarterbacks that they're going to face in the first 3 ball games. So Jerry Jones gets an opportunity. Sure, he would love to have Zeke, but he wants Zeke at his price, not the price that's above Todd Gurley. But he also understands he must have Skip. He doesn't think, Skip, you and I both know. You know Jerry. You wrote books. You spend time with him. You know Jerry. If Jerry thought Dak was worth $32 to $35 million, he would have already had that money.
False. False, false, false. I got to, again, pin you down. I want this on the record and on tape.
Right.
You say right here, right now, that Zeke will miss how many games?
I say Zeke, $17 million, minus $17 million. Zeke will not play Sunday.
With no caveats, no excepts.
Well, Skip, if they make him the highest paid running back, that's what he's been wanting. Jerry says he's not, Skip. Jerry said he's not going to reset the running back market. But Ezekiel Elliott says, I've seen you do it 4 times. With your left tackle, your center,
what's your gut feeling? I don't care about all that. Your gut feeling tells you that he will miss how many games?
My gut feeling tells me that Jerry Jones is going to pay Zeke $17 million.
Okay, and he'll miss how many games?
He won't. It's $17 million. He missing none.
Wait a second. We went all through that to get to he's not going to miss a game?
Yeah.
So wait, your confidence level that she asked you, he's going to miss at least a game, right?
Yeah.
Jerry said, what did Jerry say? I'm good if Zeke doesn't play until we get to the playoffs because we want to rest Zeke.
It's all negotiating.
Okay, negotiating. Okay, he's negotiating. Is he negotiating $17 million? Yes or no? Is he going above Todd Gurley?
I have no idea. I just know what I've said.
Do you believe Zeke?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me pin you down.
No, I'm about to go real pin down. Because I'm going to pin you down until they go. Because I think they already did.
Let me ask you this. I want to get you on the record.
Yeah.
You believe Zeke plays Sunday if he has a deal less than Todd Gurley?
No.
Yes or no?
I told you all along they will make it look like he has a deal better than Todd Gurley. There are 3 categories. I'm going to go back one more time. I've been saying this like 39,000 times on this show. You can do annual, you can do guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
Or you can do upfront bonus.
Right.
In one of those 3 categories, he will top Todd Gurley, and Zeke will be a happy camper by tomorrow. By tomorrow. So I'm going to say,
that resets the market.
I don't care about that.
But he said he wasn't going to do that, so Jared's a liar.
Well, I mean, not in the total deal.
No, Jared's a liar.
Okay, remember, it's all negotiating talk. Everything everybody said from this point backward is a lie.
No, Zeke said
negotiation.
Zeke said he's holding out unless he got a deal better than Todd Gurley.
Okay, so I'm back to what I have said. And by the way, everything you just said is balderdash and poppycock. That's what I think it is. All of it. All of it. So I'm dismissing everything you just said. Now I'm back to what I have said from the very start of this.
Okay.
I told you I wouldn't even start to get anxious until Labor Day.
Yeah.
Today, I believe, is Labor Day.
It is.
So now the clock starts to tick, but I'm not really even anxious because I have told you from the start he will get signed this week. He will practice on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and he will be prepared to play on Sunday at home against the Giants.
Yes.
And I believe that thanks to the godsend that has been Tony Pollard, that he will be able to play because he will... Mike Pollard. Oh, you're still dismissing him as Mike. I'm going to call him Tony today because he's become very valuable today.
Oh, he's valuable now.
Very valuable.
Name. Okay.
Because they will split carries, which will help ease the burden on Zeke, but it will also help motivate Zeke to get in better and better, faster and faster game shape. And they do have 3 reasonably, I don't think any game in the National Football League you can ever dismiss as easy.
No.
Yeah.
But the ready for then all of a sudden the sky falls because you have to go to New Orleans and you have to obviously go to, you got Green Bay at home, then you go to the Jets, and then you got the Eagles at home. So that's when you got to get real serious.
Flip that schedule,
Well, it's not flipped. I'm sorry. The facts are the facts. So my confidence level in my prediction from the start is I'm going to go up to a 9 just because I don't want to go to a 10 today. I'll jinx it, and I don't want to jinx it.
Go to a 10.
Okay? So what do we know? That on Friday, our man, Jay Glazer, said that he wrote this in his mailbag in what is The Athletic. That he believes Zeke will be there for game 1. And then Saturday morning, our man that you know very well, friend of mine at ESPN, Adam Schefter, highly respected, tweeted, "Here's the news Dallas has wanted. Talks are intensifying with both sides aiming to wrap up a deal by this weekend."
Right.
The weekend ends tonight, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple of calls go back and forth tonight. And there have been a couple of negative reports about frustrations back and forth.
Oh, no. The frustration was on Jerry's side because Zeke hasn't given him the concessions that he thought.
Okay, well, that means there are frustrations on both sides then. But both of those reports ended with a bottom line of, but it still looks like the deal will get done this week.
Yes.
And everybody who has reported about this has concluded that basically the money has been agreed upon, that all of this frustration is over, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and it gets so complex that I don't even want to try to talk about it on television.
Right.
But generally, everybody concurs money has been basically agreed upon. Now, I don't know if anybody's pulling rug out from under each other at the last second.
Well, maybe it has something to do with if you miss games, we can come back and get part of your signing bonus and things of that nature.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to Jerry Jones showed you his cards almost a month ago on August the 4th when he said the results are too good for them and too good for us, meaning we're on the verge of having a really good football team. He wants to be a part of our really good football team. He misses playing football with the fellas. So when two parties want something to happen by about this date, it just almost always happens. So that's when I knew. That's when I told you, I'm good with this. I'm real good with this.
But Skip, all along, the notion that Jerry and Steven, they were trying to sow these seeds. We're made generous offers, and if they don't, if they don't do this, they were painting the guys. If they don't give us a hometown discount, they're selfish. They don't care about winning. All I've said is all along, yes, I thought he was going to miss games, and I still believe. But all along, my premise was as simple as this. Jerry says he wasn't going to reset the running back market. Zeke Elliott did not hold out to be number 3, number 4, or number 2. If Jerry Jones goes to $17 million, he's resetting the running back market. Now, we can go wrong. Well, he got $28 million at the time of signing. He got this and real money. But at the end of the day, if Zeke Elliott gets $17 million, it's resetting the running back market.
Okay. Well, whatever needs to get done, it will get done. If you want to call him a liar, I will be just fine with it as long as Zeke plays game 1. I don't care.
Why do you want Zeke to play? You got Dak Prescott. You don't need Zeke.
By the way, speaking of Dak Prescott, I'm also going to predict Dak's deal will drop this week.
This week.
2 bombshells will drop, and they will be lift-off bombshells.
Yeah.
They'll be right on time.
Where are they getting all this money from?
Momentum
Where are they getting this money from?
Well, the first thing that had to happen was you got to get this deal done first, because this is the riskiest and the roughest deal to negotiate, because obviously running backs can get hurt.
Right.
Todd Gurley already seems to have creaky knees.
Ain't nothing wrong with Gurley.
Oh, really?
TG good.
Oh, really?
Watch when he play y'all. You'll find out just how good.
Well, all of a sudden, there's all these reports about he's got an arthritic
I don't
knee.
care about no report.
Well, at the end of the year, it sure looked like he was sitting games. I don't know why. You want to talk about a godsend? Was C.J. Anderson not a godsend?
Let me ask you a question. How did he look against the Cowboys?
How'd C.J. Anderson?
I don't know about C.J.
He was the bell cow.
I'm asking you about Todd.
Wait, Todd was the backup back against my team.
And
He was the backup
Okay, he was the backup back, and he went for $125.
Okay, what'd the other guy go for? More.
Yeah, they had 273.
They had 273. We're going to talk about that.
I mean, Jenny was at the game. Jenny had 14 on 2 carries.
Really?
Yeah.
Just going up to the concession stand and they gave her the yards? Maybe. Everybody got yards.
Yeah, everybody.
I think I left early from that game, too.
So, obviously, the Zeke deal is the riskiest because of the running back position and his off-field behavior, which has not always been the best, right?
Skip.
Okay? So, it's tricky. So
Yeah,
very. You have to make him happy while not wrecking the salary cap in favor of the highest risk player on the roster, right?
Yes.
So once you know that number, then all of a sudden the Dak number to Jerry Jones is a simple number to say, boom, we got this.
You got 80,
boom, boom.
Jerry got 80 million right there? Yeah. Jerry got 80 million for him to sign, because that's what it's going to take.
Really?
Dak want 80 million to sign.
Jerry's got a yacht that's worth $1 billion.
He do got a yacht
he's got
money.
Look,
So the team does.
Skip,
Chicken feed.
Consider what that yacht costs compared to what he got to pay these guys. Skip, look, we all know if Zeke's behavior was exemplary and he didn't play that position, it would be no problem.
Yep.
But his behavior has given Jerry some hesitation, some reservations about giving him a long-term deal. Forget what he's done. Okay, yes, he's led the league in rushing 2 to 3 years. Average yards per game, he's led it for his entire career, 3 years in the NFL. Moving forward, let's just say this year and the next 3 years. Let's just take this year and the next 2 years. What do you believe Ezekiel Elliott will be? I still believe he will be a top 3 running back, Skip, because their offense is based on him getting 300 to 350 carries. It might be more given the game, how the game is being played out. So with that being said, do you believe he got about 1,000 carries? Do you believe he can put another 1,000 carries on Zeke's body and he gives you the same kind of production? If so, Skip, you got to pay him. You got to pay him more than Todd Gurley. It's as simple as that.
Tony Pollard is a godsend, not just for the football team, but for Ezekiel Elliott. And don't think they have not made this clear to him that we are going to extend your career, maybe even give you a shot at a third contract in the National Football League.
Skip, you know what? It's funny that you say that, because there are two similar situations. We got 2 running backs that's holding out to this day. One is Melvin Gordon with the L.A. Chargers, and the other is Ezekiel Elliott. Now, the general manager for the L.A. Chargers just said there will be no more contract talks until after the season. You know why? Because they have Phillip Rivers, a proven commodity. Jerry Jones is trying to move heaven and earth, trying to get a deal done on Labor Day. Skip, it's Labor Day. Only me, you and I supposed to be working. You ain't supposed to be doing no contracts on Labor Day. You know why? Because they don't believe in your quarterback.
Oh, stop it.
That's why.
I'm ashamed of you for putting Melvin Gordon in the same sentence with Ezekiel Elliott.
That's my point. You make my point for me.
Ezekiel Elliott is the best running back in football, and I've been trying to drive that through your head for about 3 years.
That's why he deserves his money. That's why I don't believe he's the best running back, but that's neither here nor there. But for this,
I think you just agreed with me.
Skip, what I agree with is that we got 2 running backs holding out. 2 running backs. Both went to the Pro Bowl. One is a running back for the Chargers that has Phillip Rivers. The other is the running back for the Dallas Cowboys, the most profitable football team in all the world. And the other quarterback is Dak Prescott. Now, one guy the general manager says, we're not talking money anymore until after the season. And the other guy's trying to get this thing done.
You have me confused with somebody who cares about the L.A. Chargers and what they're doing.
Skip, all I'm saying,
Melvin Gordon. I don't care.
You don't have to care.
I don't care.
But
this is a special thing we got. We got Super Bowl.
You got a special running back with an average quarterback.
We got a special leader, playmaker at quarterback.
No, you don't.
Special.
Why hasn't he gotten his money? Everybody else at that position.
I just explained it to you.
Why?
I just explained it. Got to get Zeke done.
Why you got to get Zeke done?
Watch the other bombshell drop.
If he's the most important, hold on.
You're in trouble.
No.
You're in trouble.
Hold on, Skip.
You're getting in more trouble as the clock ticks.
Let me cut my fan on. I'm going to cut my fan on right here.
Yeah, you're getting heated over there.
Help me understand this. You tell me the quarterback...
I don't think I can help you understand. I've been trying to tell you this for like 3 months, and you're not getting it.
This time, do me a favor, Skip. I want you to explain it to me as if I was 7. Very basic, very generic terms. You tell me all the time, the quarterback is the most important position in all of football.
By far.
The most valuable position.
It is.
He touches the ball on every occasion.
Yep.
Why are you trying to get a deal done with the running back first before the quarterback?
I can't answer anymore because I've answered it about 5 times in this show already. I just explained it to you. Like, I don't want to have to talk to you like a child.
Yeah, I want you to. Like a child, like I'm 7.
I did ask for
This
that.
is the riskiest deal over here with the running back because that position notoriously, historically, does not last very long, and injuries do happen to that position. And worse for my running back is he's had one incident after another, many of which have not even been publicized that Jerry Jones knows about. And Jerry Jones, according to the child across from me, has to keep his cell phone under his pillow every night because it might ring at 4:30 a.m. Jerry, we need to get him out of jail again.
Yeah, that's my point, Skip. But Skip, you're making my point, boy. Why would you want to do the riskiest deal first? You do the sure thing first, Jenny. You don't do the riskiest deal first. You do the surest deal first.
Stop it. Got to get it done to see how much.
Why, Skip? You got a player that's so much more important, so much more valuable, and this guy's risky. The guy plays the running back position that has the shortest shelf life in all of football.
I've said what I said, and I stand by it.
All right.
Me
I
too.
am at a 9, which is almost a 10, but I'm not going to go to 10.
Go to 10. Go to 10, go to 12. Go to 12.
I have Shannon Sharp on the run. So, you said 8 games on Friday, and now you say...
8 quarters.
8 quarters?
Yeah.
2 games?
Yeah.
So you, why did you drop from 8 to 2 games?
Why is he missing? Hold on. Why is he missing any games?
He's not.
Okay, then. We'll see.
Less than a week away,
Somebody going to be right, somebody going to be wrong.
Less than a week away.
I'd say somebody's going to be real wrong.
But
8 games versus 0. I don't know.
Big difference.
Todd Gurley must not going to be the highest paid running back in the NFL anymore.
Okay.
This
Give me my
one.
notes.
We'll see if Jerry's working on Labor Day. You said he's not supposed to be.
Why Jerry working on
We're
Labor Day?
here. We
He
got a
should
lot
be on
to
that
get
yacht. That
He is
200.
not
Jerry
on the
works
yacht.
every day.
There's
No,
a
he
lot
doesn't.
more
No,
to
he
do.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
College football also underway. Jalen Hurts had a performance for the ages in his Sooners debut last night.
Really?
Shannon, did you see that performance? Have you come over to Skip's side?
No,
I hope so. We'll
absolutely
find out
not.
next. Don't forget, you can check us out every day on the Fox Sports Channel on SiriusXM. We'll be right back.